You understand? And we got to really be on code. You got to be 100% on code. Y'all notice another thing I noticed. I was looking at this earlier. Do y'all notice on television, on a lot of commercials and a lot of ads, you don't see black couples. They don't really show black couples on ads. But what you will see black women either single. If you look at television, they'll either show a black woman who's a single mother. They'll show a black woman with her kids, or they'll show a black woman with a white man. Have y'all noticed this? I've been seeing this in commercial after commercial after commercial. Whenever they show a black female, she's either a single mother, no father at all around, or there's a white man as her husband. I mean, I'm seeing this shit in random ass commercials. You dig? This is an agenda. We better understand propaganda, people. This is 100% propaganda. Don't miss that. What they're trying to do, that's them trying to dangle that carrot to sisters. Like, hey, black women, you don't want to go with those guys over here. Those black guys, they're no good for you. It's better, and you don't really want to be single, so if you act right, you can come on over here with us. We'll treat you right. It's that whole dangling of the carrot illusion. They always do that. They love to try to dangle us one way or another when both sides are rigged. We got to understand that. Both sides of the game is rigged. They rigged the game for you to be a single mother, and they will rig the game for you to be a damn bed wench. They rig both sides of it. Both sides of the game is rigged. You think, okay, I'll be a bed wench, I'm safe. Dude, these white supremacist males, I've seen at least one story a week where some sister was fucking with this, was bed wenching with a white supremacist male, and he ended up killing her. This is happening on a regular basis. Sisters are getting killed by their white boyfriends and white husbands. This thing is happening globally. But they're trying to send a message to sisters. Let's not fall for that. And the white supremacists, they're very good at trying to have fake concern for black people. One thing the white supremacists on the right are doing now, because they know that a lot of black people feel a certain way about Negroes caping for this family immigration thing. And there's a lot of black politicians caping for the immigrant family. And most black people in black society, we ain't with that. It's not that we don't care about their plight. The thing is, we're just not jumping out there in the forefront for you.
Hold your own now.
Now, there are some coon, buck dancing, butter biscuiting Negroes who's jumping out there, and we're talking about them, and we're criticizing them. That's a very big mistake. I won't even say it's a mistake. These Negroes, many of them are on the take. They get their bread and butter from white supremacist corporate dollars. So they don't give a shit about black society one way or another. They're getting their own butter biscuits. But what the right-wing white supremacists are doing now, they're like, hey, Maxine Waters, how are you out here speaking for the immigrants and 36% of black people are in poverty? So these are the white supremacists on the right saying this. Don't fall for that either. They don't give a shit about black people one way or another. They're attacking Maxine Waters. Now, if you got your problem with Maxine Waters, that's whatever. But you never join the white supremacists in criticizing any black person. You understand? Understand the game that they play. I had a white supremacist, I won't say arguing, we were going back and forth on Twitter, talking about Maxine Waters. She hasn't done anything for the black community. Now, this is the white supremacist talking this. She hasn't done anything for the black community, but she's out here speaking for the immigrants. Why isn't she doing anything for black society? So I asked the white supremacists, if you were in a position that Maxine Waters is in, what would you specifically do to help black people? Now, he got quiet. He got quiet for a long time. Then he came up with a bullshit answer. He said, well, what I would do, I would give school choice vouchers. And I would create education programs for black people who need it, because education is the key. Bullshit. You got honor roll students out here getting shot in the back by race soldiers. That's number one. And number two, black people. You notice these white supremacists, they were talking this school choice bullshit. Have y'all heard that? This was something that the white supremacists were talking about on the right. How they want to have school choice vouchers, and they were using black people. They were talking about, well, this will help a lot of black people so they don't have to go to poor schools. So we need to have school choice vouchers, especially black kids, because they go to so many poor schools out here. If they had school choice vouchers, they can get discounted rates on private schools, or they can go to other schools instead of the poor ones. That's a con game. Let me show y'all why that's a con game. So whenever they bring up that school choice bullshit and how it's going to help black folks, that's a crock of garbage. Understand this. Black areas are being gentrified in large numbers, especially in the Bay. Notice you see a lot of these white supremacists calling the police on black people. Many of them are coming right out the Bay Area, and they're supposed to be liberal. You got these white supremacists gentrifying these black areas. And when you live in a certain area, you're supposed to send your children to the schools in that area. A lot of these people in the dominant white society who are gentrifying these black areas, they don't really have that kind of money to get private schools for their children. Because you got a lot of suspected white supremacists out here on opioids. They smoking their money up, so they ain't got money like that to send their children to private schools. And they don't want to send their children to school with the black kids. So this is what that school choice bullshit is about. It's for the people who's gentrifying black neighborhoods. So now, if they got the school choice thing, the white kids, they don't have to go to school with the black kids. They can send them somewhere else. That's what school choice is for. It's for them. That's a cloak for gentrification. That ain't got shit to do with us. This is why they keep talking about the poor schools, the poor areas. This is going to help the poor areas where the blacks are in. It's going to help the white people gentrifying those poor areas. That's who it's for. It ain't about to help no black kids. Don't let them run that game on you, family. You got to understand how the white supremacists are. When the white supremacists come to you talking about they trying to help you and they have a history of creating laws and policies to shit on you, understand that there's a trick bag there. You got to understand that there's always a trick bag with the white supremacists. When they come to you, like, hey guys, how you guys doing out here in Tuskegee? Look, what we want to do, we want to give you these new vaccines. You know, there's a lot of diseases and stuff going on here. So we want to give you some vaccines. We need to just give you these shots. These shots are going to really help you, man. I know those guys are racist, but not us. Those guys are racist, but not us. We're here to help you. And black, okay, I guess you help me. Then they give you a shot, then everybody has fucking syphilis. You understand? They always come to you with the okie doke. And you always go on alert. You should always go on alert. When they come to you with some shit that you really didn't ask for, like school choice, black folks ain't asking for no damn school choice. Notice all these protests around the country, nobody's saying we want school choice. Nobody's saying nothing about no damn school choice as far as black people. Fuck a damn school choice. We got race soldiers shooting honor roll students in the damn head. That's the last thing we ain't thinking about no damn school choice. And the thing is, when they come to you with one of their ideas that they want to give to you, they want to give you something that you ain't asking for, it's always a trick bag. You dig? And when they stepped to sisters and black folks in the 60s and said, hey, look, we're going to give y'all these Section 8 vouchers. We're just trying to help. Now, you can't have no man in the house now. You can't have no man in the house. What's up, San Diego? Gizmo from San Diego. What's up, Jael Sonnen? But yeah, whenever they step to you, we're going to give you Section 8. Just don't have a dude in the house. It backfires on you. And understand this. The other day, it was trending on Twitter. It was this actress, this light-skinned girl. I can't think of her name. It was this actress. She was trending because she came out as bisexual. They were saying that she was in a relationship with Janelle Monáe, but this black actress, and she's a C-list actress. I can't even think of her name. I want to say Tess something. Some of y'all might be able to. Tessa Thompson, right. Tessa Thompson is a C-list actress. You wouldn't know her name if you know her face in a few movies. This woman's, she's not a named actress, meaning that her name doesn't sell films. Her name doesn't sell films. And I'm not shitting on her. She's a good actress. I think she's a very good actress. But Tessa Thompson, if you say, hey, I'm about to go see a movie with Tessa Thompson, everybody's going to be like, who? So you never heard of her. You got to see her to know who she is. Not saying anything to disparage her. So now she said that she's coming out as bisexual. And that was headline news, USA Today, Washington Post. All of the major mainstream publications were promoting this. We have to look at that as the trick bag it is. Whenever black people are out here begging for justice, when a black person is out here trying to educate other black people, when you want to get race soldiers punished, you get ignored. I have 5 best-selling movies. The mainstream white media rarely, if ever, mentions any of them. And my movies have outsold theirs in Hollywood. My movies have outsold the movies in Hollywood that they put out. The documentaries, our movies always go to #1. The mainstream white media will rarely mention. Now, they mention me in the media all the time. They'll leave out the success of the Hidden Colors films and 1804. They downplay the shit out of it or ignore it. Now, if a black person who's a C-list actor comes out and says something about their sexuality, all of a sudden, they become front page news. That's something to promote all over the place. That's something to elevate and lift those people up. That's an agenda. The agenda is we're going to use you as a black person to deflect away from any issue, as long as you are promoting issues within our society that helps us. We'll promote you. You understand? And these people, you got to understand, when they promote something with black society, it's never something that's going to